still doesn't really seem real. I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about what happened, quite honestly, because it just really hurts and you can't change anything. The only thing I can really do is try to help other people and make it a better world for my grandson. He knows that his mom's not here. We tell him that she's in heaven. I mean, he helps us all get through the grief. I'm not sure he knows how much he helps us, but there's a lot of weight. That little boy's carrying a lot of weight for all of us to be able to deal with the loss. You know, thank God he's here, because I don't really know if I'd be able to get out of bed if it wouldn't be for him. We miss her so much. We miss her laugh and her smile. He looks a lot like my daughter when she was little. He has pretty much some of the same demeanors as her, except he likes to wrestle a lot. You know, and she was more girly, but he's very smart. Liz had a much bigger heart than me. She was always trying to help people. She was a beautician, and you know, a lot of people that sat in her chair would, you know, sit and tell her their problems. And she had a client whose son battled addiction. You know, somehow Liz and this individual hooked up, and she tried to help him out of addiction. And unfortunately, his addiction ended up, you know, sort of making her life out of control. She started doing heroin, and shortly after that, she confided in a family friend, and they got her into treatment. She went to rehab in Shippensburg, and that's where she met Kyle, her current, you know, fiance. A couple months later, then she became pregnant. She was very excited, and I was very mad. I just wanted her to be able to spend some time working on herself, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to see her get into another relationship. She was a great mom, and she really wanted Carson more than anything. You could tell that whole week that led up to her death that she was struggling. The Sunday before she passed, she had said to me, you know, we were talking about some of what she was dealing with at work and things, and she said, "Mom, these are the things that make you want to do heroin." They were dealt a lethal dose of fentanyl. Liz passed around 5 a.m. on March 19th, and when Carson got up, yeah, he was looking around for his mom. But at 9 months old, you can't tell a child, you know, what happened. She loved Carson more than anything in the world, and that's what hurts, you know, that she's not here to see him. I mean, she wasn't even here for his first birthday, wasn't here to see him take his first step. That's the hard part. In my house, we have a lot of pictures of her, and right away he says, "That's my mommy." So, you know, he knows that that's her. I guess he probably just doesn't know why she's not here. Is that Mommy?
Mommy.
Yeah, it's Mommy.
No, Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
No, Mommy. No, Mommy.
Kyle is a great father. Sometimes I don't even know how he does it. You know, he's working a full-time job. He goes to recovery. He's now 16 months in recovery. He helps lead a support group on Sunday nights here in Middletown. And he's registered now for classes at HAC at the end of August. And he wants to be a probation officer. So he's doing really, really well. And so I'm just really grateful that Kyle is doing well, and Carson is his number one priority.
He twists your thumbs.
Kyle and my grandson both live with my ex-husband now. So he has one set of grandparents that he lives with there. He goes every day to Kyle's mom's, so he goes to another grandparent's house Monday through Friday during the day. 2 nights a week I keep him, and a lot on the weekends. So, you know, we got a whole village that's helping to take care of Carson. You know, if Kyle calls and says, can you take Carson for an hour? Can you take Carson for 3 hours while I go, you know, do something? We're always there to do it because, you know, we want him to know that he has that support. And, you know, if he needs a break, that we're here.
Is it done?
You know, the day that we have to tell him what happened to his mom and he understands it is probably going to be the second worst day of my life. But he's a pretty happy kid. He's pretty resilient. I think he's going to be okay.
Having people that love them, that take the time to understand what they need and to help them get their needs met, and to see them and see their special, everybody has something special to give, and valuing that. I think that's the most important.
I think we're fulfilling Liz's wishes, at least the best we can. It's hard to think what she would want us to do, but I think we're on the right track.